Dungeon Meshi, Delicious in Dungeon, a weird food manga, Part 2. Content. In the beginning, the plot is quite simple, so I don't really appreciate the manga. I even feel unreasonable when Farlan was swallowed by the blood dragon. But the team still had time to enjoy dozens of different dishes from the monsters they caught or killed, despite the pressure of the blood dragon's digestion time that made Farlan able to go and not come back. But the deeper the team went, the more dangerous the challenge became. The story started to give me a different perspective than when the team went to the mermaid waters, and I absolutely loved the story when the team fought the blood dragon for a long time to get Farlan out. The plot continues. I thought it was done but not finished. It seemed that the ending turned out to be just the beginning. Delicious in Dungeon is clearly doing more than what a popular series brings. Humor. Humor is the unexpected pleasures of this story. In general, the funny elements of Delicious in Dungeon are not too much. However, there are still some funny moments that make readers laugh because of the love expressions of the group members. One of the funny details that I am very impressed with in the story is the scene where the group wears frog skin suits to go through a stair full of traps and ghosts. No matter how Marcel refuses and how disgusting she feels, she is still tricked by Leos and Chilchuk in the end. Metaphors and lessons. Most culinary series focus on dishes, so they are very simple. Delicious in Dungeon has not only that. When Marcel wants to use explosion magic to kill all the monsters, or when the team wants to kill the golem, Senshi stops and explains to the team the importance of the ecosystem circle. Even the monsters have their own role. This element is also a metaphor for humans always catching and killing natural creatures and causing many animals to become extinct. Sometimes, the disparition of a plant or an animal influences all the ecosystem by missing a link in the food circle. Besides, the element about the curse, impossible to die in dungeon, is opposed by Senshi because death is a must. Immortality can corrupt species and pose a great potential danger to all worlds, not just dungeon. The fact that Senshi goes against the nature of dwarves, loves to cook but doesn't know anything about forging weapons is also a good lesson to show that each individual has its own forte and short, that specialness should not be bound only by the characteristics of the species we are born into. These are the plus making me gradually love Delicious in Dungeon more. It's not a nonsense series that doesn't bring anything, but gives many values to readers. Beside these mentioned lessons, the story also indirectly hides other metaphorical meanings. You should search for it and contemplate it by yourself. Conclusion. With what Delicious in Dungeon has done, it's so wasteful if you skip this series. Try to read. I believe that you will not regret.